Plaintiff Tiffany Lund says the defendant is her high school sweetheart, and they have a child together. Tiffany claims after she got pregnant, the defendant stopped coming home at night, but she ignored his behavior because she wanted to keep their family together. However, they eventually broke up, and she's suing him for unpaid tolls. Defendant Richard Seow says he and Tiffany broke up after she falsely accused him of cheating and then got arrested for assaulting him with a baby gate. Richard does not believe he owes Tiffany for anything.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Your Honor, it hurts to be here. I never thought in a million years I would have to sue the father of my child and my high school sweetheart. We've been together since we were in high school, since we were 16. And I know him better than...
What year was that?
What year? 2003.
2003. And when did you all break up?
Officially, it was in 2021, really.
Okay, so you all almost 20 years. Yeah. And so how was it? Don't say what my wife would say. Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
We had good times and bad times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the good better than the bad? That's the key question.
No.
No, that's when it's time to go. When the bad times are more than the good times, that's when it's time to separate, in my opinion. Because, yes, there are going to be problems periodically in every relationship, but the good times have to exceed the bad. So when did they turn bad?
Like, for the whole time, pretty much.
In what way?
Well, I think because we got together at such a young age, and I had suspicions of him cheating, but...
At what age were you?
Well, like, in the adulthood, probably like 20, like...
Under 25?
I guess I would call it under 25, because when you're younger, I guess...
And I guess the observation I'm going to make is that I tell young people 25 is a little too young to get married or even to become exclusive. I would say prior to age 20, long-term exclusive relationships with a boy, girls don't trust it.
Agreed.
Don't trust it. That man's hormones are going so crazy. That young boy's hormones are going so crazy, you just can't trust it. You can't keep up with them. I'm sorry, ladies. Ooh, I know I'm making these ladies mad, but this is only for young girls, and now they don't watch me, so I ain't worried about it. And so he wasn't ready to slow down until what age? When did he slow down, ever?
I don't think so, no.
You say you don't think so?
No.
When did you catch him again or believe you caught him cheating?
It just got really disrespectful and bad when our child was born.
What was?
When I got pregnant, it was a very difficult pregnancy.
Yeah.
He wasn't coming home, but I really just buried it because I just I didn't want to address it because I wanted to keep the family together.
And ladies, I think that's the most vulnerable time, is when the woman is pregnant and the early years or so, or 2 or 3, when all the attention is going on the pregnancy and the child. And that's a dramatic change for a first child. Yeah. For a couple, and certainly a man who didn't know what was coming. Yeah, me and our young men in particular are very vulnerable at that first pregnancy and childbearing between the couples, because it's such a dramatic, drastic, immediate change. And if he's been one way all of his young adult life, then it's boom. But young men, you should know that you're hurting the mother of your child and the woman that you say you're in love with. Because those early years, you're still in love. 60 years later, you might just love. You've been married 60 years. I love you. You're in love with me and you think about me every day and you can't get me off your mind. And you're like, honey, we've been together 60 years. That might have been cute for the first 30, but I got other stuff on my mind now. Other than counting the hours till I get back home. All right, so always like to give a little relationship insight since I've been married or been in a relationship for 40 years and I'm married for 37 years. Wow. So awesome. I know a little bit about this. You give me some background, sir.
Yeah, we've been together, like you said, for a long time. It was a rocky relationship, but the real reason that we broke up was, well, obviously I came home one night or one morning, and she was freaking out, and she was yelling and she started scratching me, and then my daughter started crying, so I went to go pick her up and bring her to go get some milk. But somewhere along the line, I came across her and she she had a baby gate and she swung it at me. So I kind of caught it and then I pushed it back, and then it kind of grazed her. It kind of grazed her. So she started freaking out. She called the police, and then they came. But then they ended up arresting her for domestic violence because they saw that she was the aggressor.
You're in love with me and you think about me every day and you can't get me off your mind. And you're like, honey, we've been together 60 years. That might have been cute for the first 30, but I got other stuff on my mind now. I've been married or been in a relationship for 40 years and I'm married for 37 years. Wow. So I know a little bit about this.
Plaintiff Tiffany Lawn is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims he broke up with Tiffany after she falsely accused him of cheating and then got arrested for assaulting him with a baby gate.
What was she accusing you of?
She was accusing me of cheating. And I will say I wasn't cheating on her. I didn't. It's not like I was cheating on her all the time. This is all the time. All the time. But she's making it seem like I've been cheating on her.
Wow. He's a good guy. It's not all the time. I mean, what do you want out of me?
After being accused for so many years, you can only go so certain.
He said, what do you want out of me? It wasn't all the time.
I thought we weren't perfect.
Okay. Well,
has she ever caught you in the act or seen convincing evidence?
No.
So why do you think she accuses you then?
I don't know. Don't ask me, ask her.
Oh, wow. Smart guy.
Have you ever obtained convincing evidence? Because I didn't hear you say that.
One is his confession in text messages.
That's pretty convincing.
I knew he was cheating when he came into our home. Our daughter was asleep. He came in after maybe 2 nights of partying. I didn't call him.
No, that's not true.
Many, many times in the past, I've checked, I knew, and he also had told me. So just,
The confession was clear.
Yes.
That's good enough evidence.
Yes.
Huh?
And we had an agreement to not enter the room that my daughter and I shared especially when he was coming home after a night of partying.
We never had that agreement. I don't recall that.
How old was the child when you all had that agreement?
Maybe 17, 18 months.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, what were you concerned with about him coming in and the child seeing him?
Disturbing her peace. She needed to sleep.
Okay, disturbing her rest.
If she didn't want to disturb the baby, she wouldn't have started yelling when
Good boy.
I wanted him to get out of the room, right? He just came home from all the drinking.
Where was the child sleeping? In a crib or?
Yeah.
All right, so you could have gotten up and stepped outside the room instead of yelling to wake the baby up. The baby's safe.
I was holding
the baby's in it. Be quiet, cheater. The baby, I'm trying to help you.
All right.
Just get away at least one time. The baby is in the crib. And so if you didn't want to wake her up, like you say, you step out the room and then you go off on him.
Yeah.
All right. So that's not what you did. And tell me about the tolls. That's why we're here, for unpaid tolls. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was in and out of New York working, and he needed a car. He didn't have credit, so
No credit, no car.
That's not true. That's not true.
he didn't
Spend all
have
his
good
money
enough
on
credit
those
to get
women.
a car.
That's not true.
Where are the lies? Yeah,
That's not
exactly.
true.
So, you know, he wanted a car. You know, I was working a lot, so I signed a car with him.
You did
And
what?
I signed a car with him.
You co-signed?
I co-signed,
No.
but I also paid the down payment on my credit card. Like, I bought that car for
paid the down payment.
him to use, and he used it exclusively. He put tints on it, and I thought it was a family car, but he made it all fancy
You
for
used
him.
it exclusively, sir?
No, not exclusively. First of all, we both went, or we agreed to go half on the car. So we each put half of the down payment down, and then we agreed that we were going to go half on the payments. But then after like 1 or 2 months, she didn't want to pay for the car anymore. So I took over the payments. So ever since then, I've been paying for everything for the car.
All right, let's go back to use of the car. Were you exclusive driver?
No, I would let her use it. I mean, I would drive it more than her, if that's what you're asking. Yes, I would drive it more than her.
I didn't ask you
Exclusive?
that.
No,
I said
exclusive? No, it wouldn't be. No, it wasn't exclusive.
Okay, how often would she drive it?
I
You
don't know.
said sometimes.
Maybe like once or twice a week, like on the weekends. Like
Okay.
yeah.
Once or twice a week. And did you have another car?
He
Separate car?
I actually
He
gave
had-
her a car.
Quiet. You had a separate car?
He ended up buying a second car to let me use because he wanted to use the nicer
I'm
car.
talking about at the time where he's saying exclusive use. He says that it was shared use.
Right.
And so I'm saying the time in which you claim it was his
Yeah.
exclusive use, and he's saying it was the shared use.
Yeah.
Did you already have a car at any point during that time?
The second car, yes.
When? When did you get it?
We got it in November of 2019.
November of 19.
we-
All right, that's when you didn't need that car.
Right.
All right, so tell me, what tolls are you suing him for? Now that I've established who had what.
Well, I'm suing for $5,000, but it's actually $9,000.
9,000 over the course of, let's see, when did it begin? Do you know offhand?
2019.
Pardon?
August 2019 until
Okay.
present.
Yeah.
Through the present.
Yeah, he's still
August through
using
the
it.
present. And you got your own car November, so of
No,
19.
well, she didn't get her own car. She was using my other car.
Right. Okay, so a separate car. Then
Yeah,
the
separate
one that
car, yeah.
ran the tolls
Yeah,
up.
I
That's what
know.
we're talking about. The one that ran the tolls up. That wasn't the separate one that she used, is it?
No, it's not.
Right,
No.
you're not the genius you think you are. So genius, let me finish before you interrupt and tell me something that has already been established and you deny it because you helped establish it. Then you say, oh, that's not true.
She didn't want to disturb the baby. She wouldn't have started yelling.
He just came home from all the drinking.
Where
I
was the
just-
child sleeping? In a crib or?
Yeah.
All right, so you could have gotten up and stepped outside the room instead of
Yeah.
yelling to wake the baby up. The baby's safe.
I was
The
holding
baby's in a, be quiet, cheater. The baby, I'm trying to help you.
All right, all right.
Just get away at least one time.
Plaintiff Tiffany Lawn is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims he broke up with Tiffany after she falsely accused him of cheating, and then got arrested for assaulting him with a baby gate.
So I'm going to look at the amounts from November of 19 because that is certainly his. The others, just not sure because you admit to driving it a little bit
They're all mine.
during that time.
All the violations are mine.
Okay, so what's funny?
No, I'm trying.
Is some type of joke?
No, it's not a
I
joke.
don't blame you for getting rid of him. He's broke, number one.
First of all, I'm
and
not
he
broke.
won't pay you his bills, and he's not that bright. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day. Make sure you get somebody with good sense, even common sense. Have a good day.
I just hope that you understand it's not just about money. You are the father of our child, and I just want her to have a good dad. And I know that you have that in you if you just understand that it's not just about money.
We have 50-50 joint custody.
And he doesn't have a job. He doesn't want to work. He's a trust fund kid.
Actually, I'm not a trust fund kid.
You
I
are
do
a
have
trust
a job.
fund
I'm a
kid,
realtor.
Richard. You have a trust fund.
I don't have a trust fund.
You have a house that was given to you.
No, I don't. I bought a house.
And you still borrowed over
I bought a
$60,000
house.
from me.
Oh my God, I didn't borrow $60,000 from you. This conversation is done.